Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a while, and this is a set that has been well awaited, I guess. Still is just as expensive as the last set. Still hard to get. Everywhere's having issues getting it, including where we get our stuff from. From the sounds of it, it wasn't as bad as Prismatic Evolutions, but it was still pretty rough.
I'm sure Prismatic will be just like, or Destined Rivals will be just like Prismatic.
Yeah.
It sold out in 20 minutes.
So we were unable to get Journey Together Pokemon Center's ATB, but again, as you all may know, it's the same promo with just a Pokemon Center stamp on it. And the last we looked, it was going for what, $300 or something like that.
The box itself, yeah.
Yeah. Not buying that. We'll wait to see what the promos look like online, because that's ridiculous. I mean, you are getting what, 3 more packs or 2 more packs?
2. These have 9, those have 11.
But again, it's still not worth that much.
It's not worth $300. I mean, people are it's unfortunately what people do to make a living, but they're ruining the hobby for a lot of people right now. And until Pokemon Center floods the market like they did in 2020, there's
But the problem is they can't keep up right now.
No.
So they say. They say they're putting things in place to fix it, but...
Yeah, I got an email from them saying that they think they fixed the issue, but we'll see.
I mean, I was on the virtual queue line for like 3 hours and still didn't get in.
I got in.
And there was no numbering in the queue at all. So you didn't know where you were in the queue, if you were moving in the queue or whatever. She got in, but it didn't even show the Destined Rivals set at all.
And then by the time it did come up the next day, obviously it was sold out. And there's nothing they can do. Once the product is gone, the product is gone. And they even limit it from the jump to 1 box
per account. So that just basically means people had to create more bot accounts, is what it boils down to. Because, I mean, everybody knows essentially we have our own personal accounts, and then we have our third business account, if you will, the eShort Gaming, that we could technically get more, but we don't do that because it's not fair to other people. But with that being said, we got tonight. Why is this not changing?
What now? My talking. Are you not plugged in?
No, I am. Go ahead. I was trying to switch it to just you.
I'm upside down.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Language. What movie was that?
Civil War? No.
Yes.
Yeah. The beginning. Is no one going to say anything about him calling me? It was a slip. Why never?
They also did it.
Wash your mouth out.
They also did it to Groot when he was growing up.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. She moved her phone, so... we got 2 each of these.
We have 4 cases of the booster boxes. They also now come with a promo, or a box offer, or whatever the heck they're called. It should, in theory, be the same, right?
In every box, yes.
That's what this one looks like. it has a Journey Together tag. And then from the ETB, that's what this one likes. So this, for the Pokemon Center, would have a tag somewhere down in this general region. But,
Keep talking. I'm sorry, just bear with me with the screens.
This is a new thing. They just started it with this set. They'll be in, I don't know how many of them have them.
Every.
Okay, well, so they're supposed to be in every one.
There has been some quality issues. If any of you watch PokeRev, PokeRev had a whole case that was missing one. That was missing them.
It looks like every box I have has one.
Yeah. They said that everything I've read that said basically if it's an issue across the entire case, not individual, whatchamacallits.
And it comes with a code card, which is good because it's a pain to try to get these open.
And it helps protect them a little bit.
So that's what that one looks like. This is what this one looks like. As normal, the booster box comes with 36 packs. The regular ETB that you can buy from most of your box stores, anywhere but Poke Center, has 9 packs in it. A promo, the separators, and a pack of 65.
There's some.
65 sleeves. They did keep the sleeve style. It also comes with a book, and it comes with poison and damage counters and burn markers. That didn't change. The dice.
Which I will say, at pre-release, and a lot of the cards in this set, you need those counters. Because I did not have any.
Yeah. I
and yeah. But yeah, we're gonna, I guess, maybe go
now
through.
We started, as he said, this is our pre-release stuff.
Yes. And we have not
completed a dang thing.
Yeah, we didn't do enough to, put in the boxes. Normally they do 2 pre-releases, so that's why we have stuff in our binders already. But there was only 1 pre-release this time, so we just obviously we didn't get as much product.
We also have a Snapchat now, so same thing. eShore Gaming's eShore separate gaming, or you can type it all together. You'll still be able to find it either way. That is our tag. It will have a female bit emoji thingy, whatever they're called.
Can you set up a profile picture on there?
Yes, when you make it public. We are going to make it public. I didn't do that now. When it's public, we'll have our little logo.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But we do have that, so if you want to go follow us there, I'll be posting pictures tonight as we go through and maybe do some videos as well.
Yeah.
And I think he's up on Facebook, YouTube and
Twitch.
And we do have a Facebook, and that will get published later.
For some reason I have issues with the OBS system posting
across
to Facebook. I don't know if it's Facebook's problem or OBS's problem, but
we don't have enough phones in this situation, is what he's saying. We need.
It's basically not their problem, my problem, so.
I need to buy 2 more phones, apparently.
No, it's not that important.
They're not that expensive. The phones I have are not that expensive.
And like always, our extras will be.
TCG Player will have some regular stock cards as well.
Regular bulk.
Regular bulk if you want to buy that and make your set yourself. We'll also be selling 1 extra set and then, on eBay.
So essentially we're trying to get 4 sets.
total, including ours and
a local buyer,
yes.
which I have not reached out to yet. But I guess with that being said, we can get into these ETBs. And hopefully we don't mess up our books like we normally do, because we only have 2 of them.
I figured it out.
I mean, I guess we could use these papers over here to practice practice first.
And the fact that we need to practice is half the battle.
Yeah, so, and then, you guys, we didn't have you guys live, but we did go through our promo books and ordered all the reasonable priced cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or the cards that you can actually get your hands on.
Did you get your
no, I haven't pulled it out yet. And we put them in our books before, so we're missing
a handful of cards. Some of them are
Yeah.
still waiting to come in.
a couple, but like the Pikachu's.
It's not happening.
The one Pikachu.
And the World promos is not happening.
Yeah. Because the people that do have them are grading them, so it's
$4 billion for one
you're
card.
not going to get a hold of it to begin with.
This is retarded. Look how far the numbers are apart.
So it's just. It is what it is.
Oh no, this is a regular card.
What? Oh, Rush Around?
Mm-hmm. It's not a promo. It's a promo. It's a deck exclusive, like, promo card. It's like the Halloween set.
No. I know they were selling. Now, this was like yesterday, folks, or the day before. It was selling for $30.
That's
And I have no clue why. Being I have
people can't get a hold of this.
6 of them right now. So, yeah. So I guess we're gonna get into the first ETB. I don't know how many we're gonna open tonight. We have a whole case sitting here available, but who knows what we will get into. I will say that my pre-released pulls were
better than
hers. She got an EX. That was it. Which is crazy. And there are no shiny energies this time. I have an EX. I do want to start posting some gameplay.
You're right.
What?
Nothing, you're fine. I just have.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better.
Some gameplay of us.
We both have things to stream.
Playing the game. I should not say we. I should say her. She finished basically 2.5 games.
He's talking about Scarlet and Violet, the actual, game.
Oh, look. An EX. First EX pull on the night. Not a big one, but, I mean, it's one that I didn't have, so... It's a pull. But yeah, so I will say I watched a lot more on this set. I don't know why. Like pre-release stuff, I haven't been, because by the time I get to the cards, I'm kind of like over it.
Yeah, and then he's complaining as we're going through.
But I did. I think because of the evolutions and how that was.
Hold on.
This is not the SIR though, but it is pretty. I will say that I guess I just wanted to understand the set more when we went in to help try to give more, I guess, I mean, obviously we're not that big yet, but the people that do listen and follow or watch or come along our videos to be a little more educated on the set itself.
I did not read anything other than the prices were absolutely obnoxious.
But at this point, Pokemon, it's kind of just bend over and take it. But you can blame Cassie
What?
of why I've gotten 2 hits. She picked the ETBs. She also had the hot hands.
For him. All I've done.
Yeah, but at least you get to buy her one for the next set. Oh, there is no... Never mind. There's no pre-release for the next set.
It's pure happenstance. I had to go to work. It's bull.
Yeah, and we were both looking for your code that you sent in the
It
group chat.
disappeared.
It disappeared for whatever reason.
Oh, look. Televolt.
Okay, well, zooming on in. We ain't seen that EX yet. She got one of these things. Oh, that's why, because you got it blocked.
Well, there's a lot going on, okay?
Yeah, well...
this room was a disaster. It looked like a tornado went through here.
It also looks like that every time we go to do Pokemon. So I don't know why she was surprised. And she was here last weekend.
Yeah, and you said, and I quote, I gotta get that room clean so it's not in the way. And I'm like, we're starting on Friday, right? And you were like, yeah, we probably should.
Yeah?
He knew time and place.
I did do a lot of sleeping this week on my off time. I needed to catch up on sleep.
Yeah, because you worry yourself to death.
Although it became an issue and kept me up until 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I haven't seen Reggie Ice.
Oh, I've seen like 6 of them.
Whatever. This card was complete nonsense at the pre-release.
Oh.
Complete nonsense.
I didn't even get to use the fire one.
No, me neither.
Apparently this one's really good too.
Yeah, you don't...
Hops Cramorant.
Mm-hmm. Aw, he's so cute.
But I didn't get the card that goes with it.
Yeah, there's a specific...
Or I got one.
There's a specific card, and you don't have to have...
It's Lily's. One of Lily's. Right?
No, it's Hops. Cramorant.
No, for the fire one.
Oh. That's...
It was Lily's something.
Yeah, it's Lily's Pearl.
Well, no, it was... You had to have a Lily's Pokemon, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool on the Voltorb.
I haven't seen this one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. This Voltorb? That's good art. Oh, she's back in this one, too?
What, Iona?
No. Seda.
Yeah.
I didn't get one, so...
I didn't know...
Cute. That Shuppet with her tongue out?
I didn't know that she... I didn't know... I knew there was a professor's research. I didn't know it was her.
Barcelona. Stuff all over it. Bocarona. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. 20 damage per turn. Or per change, right? Exchange.
Burned?
Yeah.
Yeah, burned 20.
Confuses is 10.
Yep.
Or poisoned is 10.
Poison's 10.
So fusion is 30 if they don't get the...
Yeah, if they don't get hits. Which is malarkey, because in the game...
It takes the whole...
It's whatever, like, when you actually
your attack
play,
is.
it takes whatever your attack is. So, you mess around and find out real fast. I know.
Yeah, this was one of the pre-releases, and I didn't get to use it at all.
I went past him. He pissed me off.
Oh, I didn't know there was Walmart in this set.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't know, the next set, one of the reasons why it's so sought after is because it is Team Rocket. And they are bringing back Jesse and James. Because don't nobody care. Now, there are going to be the new ones, too, I do believe. But
Elements. EX.
I'll think of her here in a minute. The ETB for it has Giovanni on it.
Holy Jesus.
And it's red and black. And then the dice that you get is going to be red and black. Pokemon also hates us because they decided to put 4 of these in this set as well.
It's 3.
Oh, I thought
They decreased it by 1.
Oh.
It's 3. That move's ridiculous. Wild Blast. This attack does 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And then the other attack, Dragon Impact, 300.
Yeah, but you got to discard 2 energies.
If you put a...
And it's red, it's a fire and a water.
If you put it into... What energy does it need?
Fire and water.
And then 2... But if you get a double energy... Is there double energy still active?
No.
I don't think... It might be.
It has stipulations. The only one I can think of is colorless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's double colorless.
Well, yeah.
It takes away your attack. It takes, I think, 30 from it or 20 from it.
I mean, but at 300, you're still taking out almost everything.
Yeah.
At 300, you're that's 2 prize cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, that's a good art.
I'm waiting on him, as per usual.
First off, the last 2 sets, I've kicked your rear end. And some of us are busy opening things. Well, Lord. Psych, let me stop, because she's going to end up finishing with more than me. That's how it always works. So, 4 and 2?
I only got 2.
Yeah, 4 and 2. That's what I said. And there's my promo. I just didn't take, or not promo, but
They call it a promo, but I call it a deck exclusive.
it's not a Black Star promo.
It's not a Black Star promo, which is different. Because those are hard enough to forget.
So again, each box has 36 packs in it. From a booster box. That's what kind of sucks about the specialty sets, because they don't come with booster boxes, so you get less packs. And it's more expensive. Although, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do another $7,000 set.
Listen,
Oh, that's a good artwork.
Demise, yeah, I had them in the thing, but nothing to go with it.
Now, everybody I was watching online were getting about 12 to 13 hits out of their boxes. Their booster boxes. I will say that it has been said, I don't know if it's totally true or not, but you can no longer get a double hit because A-specs are not in this set. Which is fine, because I think they're not that good anyway. Some of them were, but to me, it just... I'd rather more chances to get the stuff from the back of the book, honestly. The SIRs
And the reverse hollows, because you end up in a situation where if every spot is taken for... with something special, like, cool, yeah, but...
Now I can't even make the front of the book set.
Yeah.
Like the primary set. So, but yeah, I want to get back into playing Pokemon Unite. That's a fun game. And then doing some, even if it's just free play that we do. Right now we're both shiny hunting.
Which is annoying.
The problem I have is, like, when I get home from work, I want to play it in my bed and not be next to a computer, so...
Oh, I gave you that paper. Huh? The paper with all the pictures.
No. I'm saying because I would have to hook my Switch up to my computer to capture the data. I'd have to run it through OBS.
Seeing some of the people that N has in his group, I'm not catching the vibe of what his Pokemon team is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems to be all over the place.
What?
Look at Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
He looks cheesy.
Why does Latoad have a mustache? See?
Making him an old man.
He has a mustache. Oh, Cassie. We're sorting this a little differently this time. It's got to go in numeric order. Because the set, when we did it for the pre-release, it's all over there in order of what we had. And it's all posted. But it has to stay separate until I post it. Which is not that hard to post. Like, Leanne said which ones we had and which number, and I just updated it. But Spiky Energy. This was a nice one to have at the pre-release.
I didn't get any of those, and you got like 300.
Oh, here's one of the black belts.
Ooh, Lycanroc. That's pretty. Look, Cassie.
I wish you would push a button.
Sorry, I hold it in this.
Oh!
What? Steal my thunder, why don't you?
Oh, that was in a weird spot.
That's where mine was, too.
Yeah, but the gold's normally in the hollow spot.
Don't catch me lying. I just work here.
Because this is an ultra, whatever the hell it's called. No,
it's a hyper rare.
or hyper rare, yeah.
That Lycanroc's very pretty.
Yes, but this gold spiky energy though.
They're normally like, are you? You're the one that you sprinted to Lycan Rock when she uploaded the game.
Mm-hmm.
If she could have sprinted any faster, she would have lost a lung. Between that and Mimikyu.
It's facts. Stalked to find the proper one.
Is he great?
No, he's not. You quite literally, there's only a specific time that you could get him, and
Really? I
mimic
find him
you.
all the time now.
Yeah,
It's
well,
because you've seen it. That's
yeah.
why.
Oh, true.
When you've seen it, it'll come up more often.
But
I got the Blaziken. Ryan almost lost his.
that, and I kept getting a female, and I didn't want a female.
Yeah, if it weren't for that guy not knowing what he was doing, I would have lost.
He decked himself out. Now, what I will say is this Pokemon has a stipulation that if it uses its move, it can't use its move again.
But he hit me once and took out an EX.
Yeah. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And that's what he was doing to set up his other Pokemon on the bench.
I mean, arguably, that's what I would do.
But what kept hurting him is once I was able to start confusing him, and he couldn't flip a heads. Or didn't even try.
Well, that's his own fault. And then he decked himself out because he wasn't paying attention to how many cards he had. Which, got to be careful if you're going to have a mill deck.
Oh, Cassie.
My
They changed her look a little bit.
Look at him.
Or its look. If y'all didn't know, on Pokemon Pocket, there's a new setup. It's supposedly a shiny, but I've yet to see one.
Just because you don't have one doesn't make it not shiny.
No, I haven't seen anybody post one. Apparently, there's a Mewtwo.
I don't know. I haven't.
And then, I went through the deck, and I mean, obviously, I know there's Charmander and them, but I don't know. I also haven't done my normal $100 worth of getting cards on there yet either. Oh, look, I got you something. This is how this goes.
To be fair, I get all the reverses and stuff.
This set's not that big.
It's only $340, I think.
And I don't know. I think Lily's card is the most expensive right now. But I'm not 100% sure. Lily's
Chansey.
Chansey,
Clarity.
yeah. Clarity, yeah. But there's a rainbowish one in here. I would like them to bring back the rainbows. I know a lot of people didn't like those. Not the amazing rares. Those were dumb.
Because
You want a dictionary to figure out what the rarity of it is? Come on.
Oh, speaking of the devil.
Is that the big one?
No. This was the rainbow looking one that I was talking about.
Doesn't look like a rainbow, huh?
Well, it's got the, not rainbow, but...
I can't. I'm blind. So I can't. You know,
It's just like cotton candy.
That's better. That I can get down with. The other...
Yeah.
And that's his beak, Ryan. Not a mustache.
Oh, well, it looks like a mustache on the toad.
I was thinking about it. Yeah. He's a duck.
Okay, well, it looks like a mustache on the toad.
Why am I doing this right now?
I don't have a Lato to show you, but it looks like a mustache.
I was thinking about it. So I have to do a dilated eye exam.
Those are not fun to drive after.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to sit in my car and sleep after it. Because they were like, we usually suggest that you have somebody drive you here. And I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. Well, and they were like, oh, well, we closed later than your appointment, so you can always just wait here. I'm like, I'll just wait in my car, it's fine. But like, what if they find that my prescription's wrong? I'm not down in another 200.
That's why I would have told them, okay, then we need to put that.
And look how thick
Ooh!
these bitches are.
Hold on.
Like, quite literally, Ryan, they had to...
Roughen.
Like your ones from when you were a kid?
Yeah. They were like, so your frames are so thick, your lenses are so thick, that if you were to have something hit you in the face, they could hurt you. So you should pay to have them thinned. And I'm like, just add it to hell. Like, the outside edges is how, like, a portion of how thick they were. A portion. Blind. I can't see shit right now. Everything is
What happened?
blurred.
She wasn't that blind.
Facts.
I mean, she was that blind when she was a kid, but...
Had them old Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah, no. Shit's ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like you as a kid pulled them off. Like, some people can't pull them off. Like, you weren't like...
Yeah. I think when she pushed me more to the wireframes is when I stopped wearing lighting glasses because wireframes didn't look good on me.
Well, they also are painful.
Yeah. And that, so now that, like, I wear plastic frames and I go with, like, the bigger sizing, I don't mind. I think they suit my face. But I have that kind of stuff all the time. So, like, when I got braces, I like what I look like with braces versus without braces. Granted, I don't miss braces at all.
Oh,
They were painful.
a friend of mine still has hers in from like high school, and I'm like,
Nah.
They told me they was going to break my jaw to fix mine. I said, well, it ain't that important.
What was it, a month? Not even a month. He had figured out how to get that blanket up under the cage.
I used to take my wires out.
I didn't do any of that. I did have the whole, like, Matrix situation going on with the rubber bands at one point near the end. It was annoying as hell.
I've seen those people with the roof spreader though. I don't think I could do that. Where you got to put the key in there every day, turn it like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was no different than the cage that you had in your mouth.
Yeah, but that cage didn't not
move. Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend that had it. I was like, that looks...
Do you need this one too?
I don't think I could have managed anything
I didn't
other
think
than
you
what
did.
the braces were. Because I didn't like the fact that I couldn't clean under the brackets to begin with.
Yeah, that's why I took them out.
We haven't taken the wires out. Your molders are completely encased in metal. You can't. And then, of course, when they removed them, they're like, oh no, your tooth won't break. And then I had a hole in the tooth, and I'm like, that's awesome. You got that glue off, but you took my enamel with it, bitch.
Grab it a wingle. Slowing down over here.
Who, me? Oh, look at that. Well, he has one.
What the hell is that?
Well, Lord, I don't know what it's doing.
From this angle, penis.
So thick penis.
No, that is so rude.
I don't know what the goal was for that.
Magma or Reggie Ice. Spike Energy. Lichen Rock.
Oh, he don't throw up.
What?
This girl put fake blood on her husband's face as a mask. And has her believing that it's period. Has him believing it's period blood and he's panicking.
I mean, would you not? I mean... Clefairy. Super Potion. We have one viewer. Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. Oh.
It's on it.
Oh, man. So many cards. Yet we're not even close. Oh, God, look how terrible that is. See him scratched in the middle of his face?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's an error card.
There was something dirty in the roller.
No, I was just looking at to see if anybody has chatted on YouTube.
So yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Also, if you're watching, feel free to like, share, follow.
Love you.
To get to me, absolutely.
Again, if you're new here, when we have extras, we put them in the no sleeves, just because, so we don't have to change them later.
Thank you.
And it also helps us, like, I guess, keep track of what we have and don't have. dog's freaking out.
Why?
Because her vacuum is going.
I'm telling you, that's what the issue is.
The other day, she started limping.
You got what?
She started limping.
From what? Kicking your,
No, he was doing that little happy toes thing that he does when you come down the steps, and I guess he jumped around too quick, and
the knees ain't what they used to.
yeah. And then he wouldn't put weight on it, and I'm like, if you don't go outside. Yeah, see? It may be his beak, but it looks like a mustache.
I'm not gonna lie, I always thought that yellow part was his mouth. I've never seen him with his mouth open.
It could be. She's supposed to be Latino of sorts.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen him with his mouth open. So I definitely thought that yellow thing was his mouth.
Or his nose.
That's a big ass upper lip.
And then it's just bald.
I would still say it's his beak. He just doesn't have a bottom beak for whatever reason.
He ain't grown into it. It ain't got no gas in it. Extra. That's probably another one that's maybe more expensive right now.
What?
Iona's
Bellavolt.
Bellavolt, those SIR.
Ooh, Wooloo. Hops Wooloo. That's pretty.
Apparently Hop's one of the better trainers when it comes to like the trading card game. Like all around trainer.
A lot of people like red too.
You know what I don't know that I've seen yet? A reverse Snorlax.
Oh, Volcarona. This was in the second spot.
Yeah, they've all been in the second spot.
You already have one.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Cassie pulled it. Out of the pre-releases. Wheel shit. Oh, well, I don't have this.
This, the card from V-Stars, pain in the butt.
Clean up my area.
Speaking of,
Yeah, I've got the hollow. I just don't know that.
that's the first hollow I've seen. That's the first hollow I've seen of that one. From, like, my side of the board, if you will. Is she upstairs?
It's literally just relaxing and destroying everything in its path. Yep, nope, no one works.
I don't think these cards like me. I said I don't think these cards like me. Ooh. Do you have this?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one I've seen. I guess I wasn't paying attention to you.
Well, that's where you fail.
Dang! This makes you weak to... This makes Dragon weak. And this one plays like Lugia. I think it is Lugia. Where your bench Pokemon add damage to the whatchamajig. You know what I'm talking about? Where the more Pokemon you have on your bench.
What does this mean? Apply weakness as 2.
It means down here. So your damage is times 2. So
right, I got that, but what's it damage to?
So, say you and your opponent both have all 5 on your bench. That would be 100 points, right? It's 20 right there?
Yeah. No.
20 plus, yeah, so 120 would be the damage of this. If you were going against a dragon Pokemon here,
right,
it would be times 2 of that, so it's 240 damage.
Okay.
That this Pokemon...
That's what I was getting at, like... What is Dragon weak to then? But
nothing.
Obviously, no, I said then, but obviously it's weak to that Pokemon, or that ability.
Wasn't Dragon weak to Fairy?
No, Dragon was never weak to anything. Dragon's weak to itself.
Yeah.
Well, and the card game is not weak to anything. If we're talking about the TC or the not the TCG player, you know what I mean. If we're talking about the actual game, yes, it's weak to fairy in itself, just like Ghost.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're waiting on him to come back.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like,
my body's like, could you get in a different position? We're tired of sitting like
the
this.
lady at your doc's den was like, can you describe the pain? I'm like, so when I move, it sends a radiating pain on my back. I was like, and every now and then, if I hit it just right, I get heat up and down my spine. She's like, that's not good. So if it wasn't gonna spike your sugars, I would give you a steroid, but what we gonna do is give you a muscle relaxer. I'm like, that's fine. She's like, do you have a preference? And I'm like, nah, whatever.
The one that relaxes.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, just, whatever works. I was like, as far as I know, I haven't had any allergic reactions to muscle relaxers yet, so we're good. Throw in the good one. Come to find out, I looked through my little medicine thing. I had the same medication around the same time last year. Meaning I pulled something last year around this time too. I was like, look, this is getting ridiculous.
All right,
That's because it's cold.
Brendan.
That was wild.
Sneezed and broke a fucking rib.
I know, right? And he didn't want to go to the doctor about it. I was like, no, we're going. It's fine. They can't deny you.
Box numero dos. At this point, I'm just going to be skipping the regular can. Doing the card trick. It's 3 from the back to the front. Let's see whose box is better this time. I don't think either of those boxes were bad, though. I mean, I don't know what yours look like.
I more had EXs.
You don't go there. Oh, well, I got you something.
Yeah, definitely cotton candy time.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of napping at work. And reading and...
You read in your free time, Ryan? I'm so proud of you.
No, my classwork.
Oh,
I'm in
quiet
school
reading
again.
does not count.
Although, I was reading that book that's upstairs. What the hell is that show called?
Shadow Bones.
Shadowhunters.
Oh, did you see that they're rebooting Star? Or not rebooting, but another season's coming out?
Nori Bat.
It's a cute card.
She looks upset. But then again, she looks happy. She's holding a heart.
Is that actually taking your back? Like,
It's my shoulder blade.
facts.
Alright, so we're gonna have 1,000 mammoth swines.
Ooh, speaking of mammoth swine.
I have that one. Right?
Oh, 3.
I thought Cassie pulled it. Or I pulled it.
No, I think you pulled it. Mammoth swine?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled that.
Don't catch me lying. I was in the sea of nothing, okay? I had nothing.
Well, at least you weren't listening to the dude screaming in the back of my damn ear talking about, oh, you hooked me up, you hooked me up. Like, shut up.
The amount of times I'd heard Megan over, like, just random people being like, oh yeah, we traded these cards. You're not using those in your deck, correct? Oh yeah, no.
I bet you they were.
Oh, more than likely.
Yeah, I thought trading had to wait.
Oh, that guy,
It
as
has
soon as y'all
to.
walked away, asked me, the one guy for the card, the Tadbold. He was like, do you know if would you be willing to trade? I'm like, oh, the cards aren't mine, they're theirs. And
Yeah, he collects Toad type Pokemon.
Oh, look, I matched you.
That's good. One last card I gotta give you. I can't believe you were able to beat Courtney, but like Lan and I were saying, it was luck of the draw because it's pre-release.
Yeah.
Because she's pretty good at Pokemon, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's one of the better.
I lucked into getting Norvern really fast, and then she had issues with, once I took her top out, she didn't have enough time to get anything built to replace it.
That's what I struggled with. I couldn't get anything built in time.
Because once you have Norvern up, all I have to do is count your cards.
Oh, yeah, I got hit like that.
Yeah.
During the second
Because
match.
that's what I did with Leanne's, is I went, oh, I got 5 cards, you got 4, let me play that.
Yeah.
And take them points away.
Yeah.
Immediately I no longer need the energy.
Yeah, yep. That's how I lost.
Which is the only device that I had in my deck, because I didn't put the middle evolution of the other bird that was helpful.
That is so weird with the gold being in the second spot. The gold's always been in the back. And I just want to throw it out there for everyone. She picked her case.
I picked a random number.
Yes. Which means you picked your case. And Cassie picked my case. Which happened to be the one that was on top of your case. So I guess that means we need to get Cassie to pick the next case.
I don't know, because she picked my stuff.
Does it look weird?
What does that look like?
The side's different. I feel like it's barely noticeable.
No, it's definitely noticeable.
Fuck you. Why is it noticeable?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay. It's just gonna be what it is. I'm not returning it.
I mean, it don't look bad, but it's noticeable.
Yeah.
Once you're done, it might look different.
Yeah. Well, so this is going to be the bottom.
Put 20 more levels on there.
This is going to be the bottom, and there's 3 more colors. So
Yeah, so it's going to look funky anyway, because your feet going to be touching it. It's not just your feet that funky. Everybody's feet's funky.
Facts. I have to get a podiatrist.
I watched a Steve Harvey thing earlier.
It sounds like y'all need the whole alphabet.
I really do.
Ridiculous.
I went in and was like, hey, Jen, I got another appointment that I got to put on a calendar for my dilated eye exam. And she was like, Cassie, are you okay?
No.
So I was like, man, you hit the middle of the 30s and they get
middle
right aggressive.
Right, barely stepped in the door. And his ass barely stepped in the door. Woof! That shit slapped him right in the face. But the pair of you, but on the flip side though,
I didn't have these problems till I got a COVID shot.
I ain't got it, so that don't.
What I was gonna say though is like, when the heck do they expect you to get these appointments? Because people say stuff to me. They used to say stuff when I worked in Columbia, and I'm like, when do you expect me to go to these appointments? They open when you open.
Yeah.
And they not open when you not open. So
Facts. But, so because he officially was like, you're diabetic, I have to get a foot exam, which, when he brought it up, I was like, honestly, I'm not going to fight you on it. I wanted to go to a podiatrist anyways. And he kind of looked at me and was like, why
there it
are
is.
you having problems? And I was like, no, I'm not having issues. I was like,
I know that's not
but
the
not what you
SIR.
think.
I was gonna say.
I was like, because I dealt with swelling in my toes,
End up looking like I'm rolling.
because I dealt with so much swelling, I deal with ingrown toenails on my little toes. I was like, so I'm honestly going to go to a podiatrist and try to convince them to remove all my toenails so I just don't look. I'm tired of
I better
fishing
never
out.
see your nasty ass feet ever again.
They're not going to look nasty, they're just not going to have...
That's going to be disgusting.
It'll
eventually, like...
It'll just be...
That's what they told her about her big toes.
Yeah, but they also offered to remove them and make them not grow back.
She about to declaw herself.
I am. Post-haste. And I feel like they're going to be like, yeah, but that's not medically necessary. I'd be like, I need you to tell me a number of how much it would cost to just remove all of them and make them not come back. Because that's where I'm at with my toenails. They just a nuisance at this point. And they're going to look at me and be like, well, I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Every time I stub my toe, I rip a nail off.
Better never cut me off, because that's the first thing I'd be wishing on somebody. Other than today, I wished he got a hole in his tire.
Speaking of which, on my way here, I don't know what this van had in it, but it was low riding, and all you hear is pop, and I was like, oops.
Probably drugs.
But,
Or no shocks.
I'm going to try to convince them to take on the toenails.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm really...
I mean, they do it all the time, actually, for runners.
Yeah, I was going to say, they offered to take my big toenails off when they first got ripped off.
Hindsight being 2020, probably should go on and did that.
Facts. Literally, I was like, man, if I could go back, they'd be gone.
It's because they gave you the illusion that they'll grow back. And
Yeah,
when I talked to Nada about it, she was like, it never...
Yeah, like
they never
gave
grow
me
back.
the illusion that it was possible. And then as a
So you're
teenager,
saying
I
there's
was like,
a chance.
I don't want to not have toenail. I had the same reaction you had. But after 3 times in an urgent care to have them remove the remaining toenail off, it gets old. Especially the last time. Because the last time, the lady looked at me and was like, yeah, I see you ripped part of your toenail off. What do you want me to do? I'm like, I need you to be the man in the situation and remove it the rest of the way because I can't. I'm a bitch. And she's like, but I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. I need to work in 2 hours. I need you to remove this toenail because I can't do it. And she's like, but it's barely hanging on. I'm like, facts. And yet I still can't do it. Please.
I'm going to throw up.
My insurance will pay you regardless. Thank you.
That sounds like that.
You know
skin
that's
tag
still
I had
open?
removed.
That account's still open.
What?
I'm like, over it. My state insurance. I got a letter incorrect. Mom got a letter in the mail to let her know that apparently the state is dropping priority partners.
There you go. It'll be close.
Maybe. Who knows?
No, it should get put to the private sector.
You're like, I already have insurance. Thanks.
What are they going to go with?
I don't know.
They've been with priority partners for...
Eons.
Yeah.
There was something about options, and I was
Somebody
like, this isn't...
Somebody done messed up somewhere.
Ooh, Zacian.
Well, I just pulled that one. The EX?
Mm-hmm. The regular one, not the special.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have to get... what's that list? There's a whole list of things that he wants me to get done.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking
And
about.
I ain't that bad.
Mom is like, I don't understand why you get so up in ends about having to go in. And I'm like, Mom, I don't get paid if I don't have the time for it.
Says the,
I was like, and
says the person
bringing-
that sits at home.
Yeah, I'm like, and he's bringing me in here. Literally, when he
To
walked
have
in
a
the
conversation.
door. Yeah, I'm like, he's bringing me in here for something that could have been an email. I'm like, literally, the appointment Monday, he walked in and was like, did you see your test results? I'm like, yeah, I saw them before you saw them. Because you probably had other patients that day. I'm like, I've been looking at these all week.
Trying to surmise what the hell they mean. Because you and Ryan are ridiculous.
So, he wants me to get a complete foot exam, urine screening, which I haven't asked him about that.
What's there to ask about? You pee in a cup.
It's because he's trying to look at your sugar in your pee.
Yeah, but if that, the question more so is, why didn't he just have that done when I did the lab work? Not.
Because he wanted to see
What
if your
for?
numbers were that good.
They
It's
were.
like-
Or
They improved.
now he gets to charge the insurance company twice.
Facts. And then I've already told him I'm not taking the pneumonia vaccine, so he can have that on there all he wants. It's not happening. And I'm not taking influenza. That's not happening either.
Yeah, I'm not doing the fucking flu shot. Then kiss my ass.
Now, cervical
My whole
cancer
ass.
screening, I told him, I was like, hey, this is
Mhm.
done.
No.
But for some reason, he couldn't access my Planned Parenthood file. Even though he's like, I can see that it's on Epic, but I can't access it. And I'm like, well, you could put in there with your phalanges that it all came back normal. And he just looked at me, I'm like, you do you.
Yeah, mine came back normal. No.
Yeah, everything came back normal. They were like, and of course, Randy was like, were you really worried about having a disease? I'm like, I mean, no, but if I'm going to be there and it's going to be a bad day, I might as well get it all done.
I hope he's still a thing.
He thinks he's still a thing.
I don't know what that means.
He thinks that there's a sort of quasi relationship, but there isn't.
I mean, didn't his wife, girlfriend, whatever, like, call that off? Because she thought she was into it, but wasn't?
Well, no, not really. But she made comments that were disrespectful to me.
Oh.
And instead of telling her that it was inappropriate, he placated her and then tried to tell me about it in a joking way, like he agreed with it. And I went, yeah, we're done. I'm like, I was already on the fence
Ooh.
to begin with,
That's an SIR.
and then you did this, so
I
I'm done.
can't see shit, right?
Volcarona SIR.
Meanwhile,
That is an SIR, right?
I don't know. I can't.
Oh, yeah, it's 2 gold stars.
I was going to say, you're the one looking at it.
Don't mean I can see it.
But yeah, he still talks as if we're together. But, like, he doesn't get invited to the house. I don't go to... Like, I went to go see him, but it was so that he could change my headlights.
I mean, arguably, I could have done that for you, but you...
I got
Her headlight's a pain in the ass.
I got the wrong one. Well, we were going to do it...
I had it done.
The bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The bulb.
Or the actual,
No,
like...
the bulb.
Yeah,
But I got
yours is
the
a
wrong
pain
one.
in the ass,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah, they are, but...
And you got to clip a thing in my mouth.
We,
But I had it done, and then I'm like, Cassie, this don't even match. Did you make sure this is the right thing? Well, it said.
It did. I swear to God, it was like, oh yeah, this is for your car. And then when I went to double check it that day, it was like, nope, that's not it. And I'm like, you heifer.
You need
And
new
it's a
actual
wiring.
headlamps.
It's wiring because
No,
he
I'm not talking
changed-
about for that.
Well, yeah, but he changed both of the main lights, and now they just whenever they want don't work. And I'm like, stop it, I don't care.
Well, yep, that's a Ford Hyundai problem.
Yeah, I was like, nope, you are just gonna stay like that until I get pulled over and get a warning, and then I will hopefully not run into that same cop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Because I
For why?
refuse.
For why?
When your pile falls over. But it wasn't that bad.
And it's not even that big. I've had them towering before. I'm not good at this.
But yeah, that
card
was
trick
the
thing.
change
I keep forgetting.
between last time and this time for my glucose. And he's actually gonna up my dosage.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
So apparently the max now he's telling me is like 15 milligrams. So we'll go up to that now. Because he expected me to lose more.
Yeah.
You sound like Doctor Now.
I mean, he was like, honestly, like, I'm just happy that your levels have improved. That's the goal.
He just shit himself when he saw my goddamn triglycerides. It's...
And I'm not sure that's going to improve. They still high, but they improved.
The last time I got mine checked, they were damn near 6 something.
So
Or 7 something, rather.
cholesterol back in January was like 250 area. Now it's closer to 200. Triglycerides were, I'm almost positive, in the 700s last time. Now they are under 200. So,
Have you seen that, what you call it yet?
What?
Snorlax.
No. But I also have
he brought up my potassium too. He was like, your potassium went up, and I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I haven't done anything different to potassium.
should have brought my Cheez-Its.
Why, so Duke could steal them all from you? I told Lauren last night, she was, I don't know, oh, it's french fries. I said, damn, is there any french fries you give them to me? Throw them across the room, make them work for it a little bit. Oh, fat ass. Wonder why your damn legs hurt. Carrying all that motherfucking weight.
Ooh,
So the protein powder that they put Mom on,
I matched you.
Excuse me?
she doesn't eat meat anymore.
Why?
I don't.
It makes me gag.
Yeah, it makes her gag. She doesn't want to eat it. She has an aversion to meat, according to what she says. Occasionally, she will have a steak, but like she doesn't really eat meat like that anymore. So
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to hear her talking when it comes to crab season. You don't eat meat no more.
Well, I'm sure she'll make an exception.
Facts.
That's the only meat she can eat, and it's not a problem, guaranteed. Put money on it.
No, ma'am.
But
That's kind of bet I'm willing to be on the side of.
so they were worried about her protein levels. So they were like, hey, you can get this. You can get protein powders. It's it's not flavored.
Why am I going to get insured?
So what she got is one of those collagen peptide powders. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, did they really tell you to go with this? It doesn't even have that much protein, and they're not active protein. I'm like, whatever, like, do you.
If they paid for it, she doesn't care.
Well, no, she bought it from Walgreens. But I'm like, I feel like they told her to get something else, and she just didn't remember it correctly, and just bought something. But I'm like, not my business.
That's wild to me.
Because she asked me about my protein powder, and I was like, well, mine's flavored because I put it in my coffee. So I don't know why I picked the flavor that I picked this time. It is what it is.
So freaking cute.
Oh, yeah, that one is a nice card.
So freaking cute. It's just the, which one should I go?
I'm thinking
Illustration
about
rare.
my next time getting like There's a Chips Ahoy one. No, I think that's it.
What? It up there?
Mm-hmm.
Move the couch.
That one day what were we doing?
So
Sorting
what?
cards, playing games, something, and you could hear it get stuck,
Yeah,
and then
it's the
call
same.
for help, and then it knocked something over, and we're like, "Fuck me!"
One day, Leanne said it took out the whole damn bed frame.
It
Yeah,
did. That was the
time.
day.
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about. Because Duke jumped up and about pooped himself. I'm not gonna lie to you. He jumped up like.
Yeah, when I walked out there, he was walking around because it was making noise.
Is she not down there?
No, she just doesn't pay attention to him anymore. 'Cause you'd think he'd be used to it by now. It happens every night. And
At the same exact time.
At the same exact time, and it's not like he hasn't seen the vacuum moving.
He about scurried when it was coming down the hall, Ryan. I'm like, you better hurry up, because he paused and was like, oh, nope.
Yeah. He like stops, and I'm like, oh man, I left my water out there. I'm like, well, stop if you want to.
Can you give me that, dude?
I don't need no fucking comments about my knees and legs cracking.
We're in our early 30s, just so we're clear.
Early 30s into 80s.
Them two, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what.
Please.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Says the person that chronically lives with a heating blanket.
And mind your business, it helps stretch the relax the muscles so I can stretch them.
It took me 2 hours to dry that damn heating blanket.
Which heating blanket?
My king size heating blanket at home.
I like
used
that
it
one.
all
I just wish it was a
season.
little too bigger.
Yeah,
You can make it bigger.
it comes with 2 plugs. I can have one side on, one side off.
Oh, Lauren done did the best thing in the world. She got us 2 separate blankets.
It took y'all this long to get 2 separate blankets?
We've always had one.
Hell nah. Me and Brendan slept with one blanket once, and I woke up to him like leg over hip, bear hugging me and wouldn't let go because he was asleep, suffocating. So I punched him so hard in his kidneys and looked at him and was like, "You ever cuddle me like that again, you won't wake up."
Ryan does not cuddle.
I
We also have
thought
a
it was gonna suck.
dog in the middle of us.
I would. We
But
had 3 cats.
That's what kills me is Duke. He lights me on fire, but now I can put my feet out of both edges.
Yeah, no. This one?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all regular clothes.
I put my feet out of both sides.
I was about to ask where you got that. I'm like, I'm snacky too. Where are we pulling all this candy from?
Well, the Reese cups were out there. And this is in the
I'm
refrigerator.
like, did I miss the drop?
It probably smelled good.
And I looked at all my snacks and I was like, nah, I need to stop being a fat ass. And then was like, well, not today.
Well, again, not a bad box.
Mm-mm.
I think it was about the same as the first. As pool-wise. What do you mean you keep messing up the... Like you forgetting to do it, or...
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too.
Saucy.
Stop it. That's so mean. A squirrel took a dog's lamb chop.
Yeah, don't do that to Duke, boy.
That is so mean. And went up a tree in his own yard with it.
Oh yeah, Duke be pissed.
No, it's fine. I'm out.
But yeah, this morning proved that Mobius and Loki are siblings. I'm like, the epitome of don't touch me. I finally, like, sat up enough to be like, just separate, for Christ's sake. It's like 6 feet long.
JoJo's Please Get Out is 21 this year.
I don't like the remake of it.
I love the remake.
I don't. I like her adolescence voice
I mean,
better.
I love the originals, but like
Well,
love
she got
the
all
remake
those songs
CD.
back. After the fact.
She remade them. She didn't. She still doesn't have.
Yeah, she didn't have them.
She doesn't have the originals.
She had to redo
That's why
them.
you can't get them on
Pretty sure I
Apple.
got something. Oh, yes I did.
Is that the sword or the shield book?
It's not. It's the sword. It's it's Zacian. You're thinking of Zamazente. Or
Which is
however.
not in the set.
Yeah, not
Once
at
again,
all.
I thought it was
sword
Zamazente.
or the shield.
It is. It's Zamenta, I
Don't
think.
give me mine. I can't even spell Charmander. I.e. why our name used to be Char/Sylph. I'm just kidding. I really do know how to spell Charmander. Oh, guys!
Oh God.
I got me a PSA 8. Charmander. Apparently these were really old. I don't remember these.
Stop it. They made a Betty White postage stamp.
Not that guy.
So Andrew's nephew likes Charmander too.
Yeah.
So he got a like. Oh snap! This box is the best one yet. A reverse hollow Snorlax. It's the first one. Oh, I ain't seen this either. Oh no, we both have this one.
What?
I haven't seen it today, but we both got it in pre-release.
Yeah.
What is happening?
But he got a Charmander like light up thing, neon.
Yeah.
And he sent it to me. I'll have to show you a picture of it. And like, I was like, oh yeah, I went on. I don't know where it was, and I got what I thought was going to be a big Charmander tail. And let me just tell you, it was the smallest tail I could have asked for.
That, the cloth Pokemon kills me every time. Every time I see it, all I can think of is, like, my second day playing Scarlet and Violet, and we're from Maryland. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're from Maryland, so the blue crab is a big thing. And it ran past my screen being blue. And I was like, oh, blue crab. Like, wait a minute. They're not blue. They're not blue. And I had to go hunt it. I had to go chase it down, dodging regular ones. But
The title didn't update.
well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it says Prismatic. Oh well, ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Nope.
Even though on my OBS
Ooh.
screen it's correct. That one's probably going to be worth money.
This is just a illustration rare, but this is a very, very pretty card.
is it?
The Fame 3?
Is it the same as the one that we opened?
What?
Me and Ryan both opened our Articuno.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe. I don't know. I put it in this sleeve because I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Let me see. Yeah.
it's a very pretty card, though.
Loki and Mobius.
Are they on the cameras?
No.
Yeah, the one licking is Loki, and Mobius will sit there and how he whines when we're trying to cut his nails or anything. That's how he whines, and he eventually gets to the part where he like hauls off and bites him, and Loki gets all upset about it. And I'm like, well then leave his ass alone. He done gave you 3 warnings at this point. Because Loki be getting beat up. He might be bigger, but Mobius don't stop. Once he's mad, he stays mad. And until he feels like he got his lick back, if you will, enough, he gonna keep going. It's on sight every time. This is the first trainer I feel like I've seen.
Reverse?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Like, I think I have seen some other ones, but, like, not as much as I would like to see.
This is what I got for trainers so far.
I haven't been separating them. So I probably do have more. I'm just, like, from recollection.
Now you're using big ass words. Go get a master's degree, and that's what happens.
I ain't done yet.
Yeah, but what's the odds that you're not gonna get it?
None. Especially now that the VA's gonna pay for the rest of it, because it was looking a bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially for them to just hand me the work on a computer, and they not even talk to you really. Like, that blows my mind. I don't understand what we're paying so much for. Other than them to certify a piece of paper, which is absolutely ridiculous. Notaries are like $20.
For them to keep their doctorate.
And my professor in this one, his doctorate's not even... His doctorate's not even in business, from what I can see. His doctorate's in engineering of some sort.
Yeah, this does not make any sense to me.
But
Why is the trainer in the back?
that's the first time I've seen this card.
The full art trainer, why is it all the way in the back slot, in
That's
the
where
hollow
I'm at.
slot? But the hyper rare is in the second slot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll keep taking the hypers. I think I only have one more hyper to get. think there's only 3 in this set. I was gonna look. But I keep forgetting. Because I wanted to see the, I'm just glad freaking whatchamacallit's not in this daggone set.
Okay.
Varun.
I thought it was.
Nope. Hate that stupid Pokemon.
It'd be better if it changed, like, if you gave it different moves and it was like the Witchmajig ones.
Like in the game? Or the Teal Mask?
Yeah.
Remember my Teal Mask guy, he be killing it.
Yeah, so is Cassie's. But I have the shiny charm now, so it's like, oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. This is Overcut. It's bigger than all the other cards I brought. These are the 2 full art pairings I've pulled this round so far. Give you a close up.
First time I've seen that Pokemon.
Butterfree.
Hello, can you come on?
Hello?
That's what Mobius sounds like, didn't he? When we were putting the battery together.
Oh, yeah.
He goes.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah.
At the door, you'd have thought somebody was in there killing him.
He's like, "Is that your cat?" I was like, "Mm-hmm." You don't like to be anywhere. You don't like me anywhere where he's not allowed to be. Coffee drink.
Me too.
What?
Bulu. Hops Bulu.
Yeah, that card's pretty.
I wish they would have put a Pokemon with Brock.
They should have put which one?
Like Onyx.
I don't. Ooh. That's super cute. Got it.
Let's take a nap right here.
Bert.
Unless you got one without noticing, look like you might not be getting a Snorlax. Although I don't know that I've seen 3 different variations of this Black Belt's training either.
This is the first time I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Dun dun sparse. I spoke it into the universe.
Yeah, I'll take it. Ain't nothing like
Missing an EX from the front of the book.
or
just to make
a
you mad.
stupid reverse. In a smaller set, that is. Or like a reverse that's not rare.
I have something. I don't know what it is, but I have something.
That would be the...
Mm-hmm. So I normally get these cards. I'll take it. If this is the only one I get tonight, I'm not going to be mad about it. Now, I'm not saying to stop. That's not what I said. So before we get it misconstrued, boxes, not what I said.
I just opened a Dunsparce or whatever.
That's actually kind of cute. Like the
Color pattern.
color pattern. See, I don't like playing Pokemon like this. It doesn't use that move. It can't attack unless you are able to switch it, which you need. I think she does have an option for making her Pokemon.
I thought there was a card of like make your retreat like one less
There
or
is.
something like that. And that's what the one card was.
This is the first time I've seen that.
No, I've seen it
Oh, you have?
once. I copied you.
That card's really pretty.
Lilies.
Yeah.
First time I seen that, I didn't know that there was.
I just got one
Ah.
earlier.
I didn't know there was an EX. I was starting to think there wasn't an EX in grass.
Yep, that's the only one.
Does that feel thick to you?
No. I just got the Claude Stire.
Oops. Think we may open one more box and then call it a night so we have time to sort.
And get prepared. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be able to...
I don't know why in the hell she's saying tomorrow morning.
Afternoon, noon-ish, because somebody's got to go to work the next day. Five o'clock in the morning rolls around real flipping quick. Because I swear we hit a time warp. We'll finish by like 11:30, and by the time we know it, the sun's coming up. This was the only one I got. Did you get this one? During pre-release. And then I didn't even use it.
We have all the EXs now.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm only missing 8 cards from the back of the book.
I have no idea.
I'm missing the gold belly bolt.
I'm missing both of the golds, or all 3 of the golds, or however many there are.
1, 2, 3, 4. I only need one more trainer, like by themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, 6. Hold on, I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm missing 12. I'm missing the other female trainer.
Ooh.
This one.
The second one. Shmoney. If you catch my drift, it hasn't been like it has in the past. Don't say it out loud. It hasn't been how it has been in the past. Think about it.
So far.
So far. Mm-hmm. Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's up with the static electricity here lately.
What?
I said I don't know what's been up with the static electricity here lately.
Yeah, because you were having the darndest time with the, didn't you give me one of these?
Walk around again. Blaziken.
Oh, I got a Snorlax. You weren't looking.
Oh, that's good. Because that would have been real annoying if that was the only thing we were searching for.
I had to break it to a 10M. that the oil that she paid, well, she got was hers, and that it didn't really matter that she was moving out.
Mm-hmm.
We don't transfer balances from tenants to. She was like, well, wouldn't you come out and measure it and just transfer? And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I was like, now if you want us to come out and measure it, we can tell you the value of what's in the tank, and you can take that to your landlord. But
and I guarantee you they're gonna tell you to kick her off.
and I was like, I can absolutely do that. I was like, and if you send, I was like, if you want it, I was like, because if we come out, it's a billable visit. But if you can just take a picture of it, you can do it for free that way. And she went, there's no point. My landlord's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't know any landlords that are going to.
Which is wild. Because they should.
I mean, in theory,
because they are getting free, in this regard with this girl, they're getting free fuel that they're going to be then giving to their next tenant.
That's not their problem.
Yeah, but it's still rude.
Yeah, but they probably came in on oil too.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just an endless circle of like.
You paying for the next one.
No.
Don't rent, buy a house. Easier said than done.
It'll never happen.
There you go.
By myself, no.
We should never say never.
And, right, in this lifetime, I will never make enough to buy a house. Unless the world could prove me wrong. Unless houses go to $1 a piece.
I need the prices that my mom and them had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they weren't making anything either.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like, I get it that they're charging based on the comps in the area, but like, you have not made updates to those apartments at Reese at all. Like, they're the same exact apartments that I was in when you came over. And they're charging double what they were paying. For one. And I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's not double, but, like, it's still ridiculous. It's like $400 more, and I'm like, no.
It was just easier back then. And that, because, like, even Pop-Up used to, hound on her. Because she used to, when I was still in college, she would complain openly around him to me about me still living at home. And he finally looked at her and was like, all these kids that aren't living at home anymore while going to college, mommy and daddy are paying for those apartments. She's not
I got you something.
being lazy, she's being cost effective. Because she, on a whole, was like, I just don't understand. And then, God forbid, Emily bought that damn house. And it was
This is way off centered.
for
Barbarina.
months.
Yeah, but
Months she was ranting and raving about it.
ain't mama paying for that too?
No,
No.
she paid for it, but like, I looked at Mom and was like, you realize that anytime she has financial problems, Mommy and Daddy bail her out? I was like, of course she's able to save money when she's not paying her taxes. Of course she can save for a house when she's not paying for car insurance, when she's not paying for this, she's not paying her car note. I was like, of course, her trips across the bridge that mount up to God knows how much, she's not paying, so she doesn't have to worry about it because Mommy bailed her out. I'm like, I had to pay my way for everything. And she was like, you didn't pay for college. And I'm like, yes, I did. Well, and I'm like, no, stop. I'm like, Emily had everything handed to her and didn't do any of the adult things in between that you're supposed to do. So yes, she had enough money to buy a house. And she's slowly but surely realizing that she might not be making enough. I'm like, but at the end of the day, Aunt Sandy will always bail her out.
I mean, she's fortunate for that, though.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like,
just. I mean, and my mom has given you, like, cars and everything, and you haven't had to worry about that thus far. So there's different things that, like, I would say, like, you and her and, like, all of Aunt Sandy's kids benefit from all of that. And, like, we benefited for, like, getting clothes and food and stuff because Mom and them were friends. Now, getting stuff handed and left to me, the only thing I got was that car, and then that was Mom's fault. It's not mine.
No.
It was her
You
car.
decided to drive into a lake.
I didn't drive into it. I got drug into it.
You drove close enough to get
the
drugged.
road fell out.
I didn't want to go down that road anyhow. And when I said, I was like, well, I didn't.
Let me pay for my cars.
I said something about.
Wrong. Pop-Pop wouldn't let you. Because you know she'd have taken the money in a heartbeat.
She did. She got mad anytime. He wouldn't allow her. And that's neither here nor there.
The Contour,
said,
right?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Or the Mazda
So,
2.
the Contour...
That was a nice car.
Facts. I kind of miss it. But the Contour,
Yep.
they both refused to tell me how much they paid for it. Because they didn't want me to put it in my name. And then the Mazda, he not only paid for it, but he paid to replace the radiator almost immediately after we got it. And the look on her face when he said in front of her that I didn't have to pay them back for it was priceless. She was livid.
And then, 2 years later, her daughter screwed her over on the cosign
Yeah.
for a car?
Yeah, that's why she owes her $30,000. Because they had to take it out of savings to go.
That
get the car
Crystal
back.
has it now, right?
Mm-hmm. And she's in debt with them too for that car and like $35,000.
And I'm pretty sure Bree still owes her money too.
I have no idea.
Separately.
For what?
Can't none of them manage fucking money. But I get cussed out and looked at like I'm crazy when I ask for
Although I
$20.
will say, that's one thing she has always said to me, that you and Leanne have always paid her back.
Yeah.
This is the longest. I mean, minus like the $4,000.
Yeah, but
which
she
I
kind of
completely-
wrote you into that.
Yeah, I know, but that's anyway. The $4,000 I completely forgot about, and she hadn't said anything to me, and I was buying her stuff, and I'm like, why didn't you say something? Because I completely forgot about this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I now remember what conversation you're talking about, but I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, she did make it very clear to me that at least y'all have always paid her back. And I'm like, but you bitched them the most.
Facts.
About it. And I'm like,
But you be lending people money that ain't got no money. That come to you multiple times.
Over stupid shit. Because it's the same BS that she used to do.
she used to do it with Mom too.
Yeah,
so
but like
across the
she,
board.
she used to do it before with April. I remember April being at the apartments in Ridgely, and she was working at
Ridgely,
the
Greensboro?
Yeah, Greensboro. She always had her nails done. She had that half and half hairstyle, so she always had to have her hair done. She never missed cigarettes or her nails or her hair, and yet Mom had to give her money for milk because Haley needed milk. And I'm like, I don't understand. You cussed me out over $20 for gas for 4 days. I'm like, I quite literally was like, I need $20 for gas until I get paid in 4 days. And you acted like I stole your firstborn child.
You get that one back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about stealing that one.
But like,
I guess Dave's doing better.
Is he?
That's what Mom said the last I heard. That, he's actually taking it serious now and, taking his meds and...
Me and her don't talk.
She don't like me.
I just couldn't live in the same house as somebody else and not talk to them.
Oh, it's real
I
simple.
get it, but
It's real simple. Simple. Like, she'll attempt it, but she doesn't attempt it as much anymore. Because she used to try to talk to me all the time. Like, she did this morning when she happened to come in while
I can't believe she's gonna leave for a week.
Facts. I need to check the cameras to see if that's this week or next week.
But I'm the one that gets yelled at for looking at the cameras. I hardly ever look at the cameras.
I ain't never looked at them. I don't know what y'all be looking at.
That's a lie.
That's a lie and a half. Ryan, me and Mom in the middle of a conversation, and you text me, you can donate to this charity.
Yeah, because I was checking on her. I didn't know you were home.
Okay, so it's gotta be next week.
But since that day, I ain't been on that camera, not there once.
No, I get on all the time.
I don't care. It's not my house.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, okay, so I guess it's next week then. She's on the bottom. About a week. And
What is she gonna do for a week?
I don't know. They gonna do old people shit.
Yeah, but without bingo and...
Well, trust
Well,
me,
what
Bill's
you talking
wrapped
about?
in a bingo.
She's found a bingo that's an hour away from Chrisfield. So when when she gets home, she's like, "Hey, we should go to bingo." And April's like, "On a Sunday? You know I have to work the next day, right?" And it's like in the afternoon, I think it starts at 5. Or the doors open at 5 p.m.
So they're going to bingo, got it.
I'm like, you know what, April, if you ain't gonna put your foot down, then like...
April
that's
has the
on you.
room to...
Like, that's on you.
I don't see where April has any room.
She puts her foot down about weird shit.
Yeah, but you living in my house for free.
Mm-hmm. You open that book to being...
She's still like, you know, I'll give her the money when I have the money. I'm like, I'm just like...
Yeah, but you got the money to go to the bar. I don't get
Yeah.
that.
You got money to go to
Even
the
re-
bar, you got money to go to bingo.
Even regardless of that, I'm like, you're an adult. That's not how bills work.
They do when mommy lets it.
And I'm just like, that's between them.
And then when mom tries, because she tries to do the complaining to me, and I just, okay, cool. Because I don't care. It's not my problem. You want them to pay bills and say something.
Yeah.
And stand 10 toes down on that shit. But as soon as they start, oh, well, I don't. But you can go to the bar.
She's at the bar every weekend with Crystal.
Yeah, no.
And that's not to shame anybody, but, like, your bills are supposed to come first. And that's to anybody. That's not just, like...
Yeah, like...
Because I had the same conversation with my ex about it. Because he decided he was not going to pay the rent so he could day trade. And I was like, yeah, I don't like this. Because your bills are supposed to come first.
Yeah, no, I'm like, that's not my battle. I don't know what to tell you. And I just get real quiet and walk away from the situation because I'm like, I pay my bills.
Yeah, you need to stop collecting more bills. You need to let her soak in her,
Somebody needs to put their foot down to April. April's the only one living for free right now.
That's not my battle. I've already told Mom that the garbage was the last bill I was taking on.
Yeah, but you said that about the other bill that you took on.
Oh, I know. But her solution to the garbage was us, like, doing rotations. And I'm like, nah, because that is going to mean that we're just handing you money. And that's not what I'm doing. So, don't worry, I got it. Don't ask me for no more other bills. But
And
like,
what bill does she pay?
She pays the taxes.
So,
That ain't that much.
I pay...
I asked what she paid. I know what you pay.
I have to break it down like this, Ryan. I pay the internet, the heating, oil,
She pays the gas.
and the trash.
It's pretty expensive.
My mom pays for the propane and any, like, repairs. So, like, any maintenance or repairs or exterminators or anything like that, she pays for that.
Along with the
taxes.
Which
and the insurances so she's got her car insurance, the house insurance, and then
the
household shit, because she doesn't know how to tell anybody when she's going to the store. So that's on her. Because if she would tell me when she was going and ask me to put in for it, I would. But she doesn't. So it's not my problem. April, I don't know what her other bills are, but the only bill from the house she has is the electricity.
But here's the other thing.
Her only bill.
You all come into the situation with other bills. Cell phone, car, auto insurance. Like,
that's your other bills?
Ain't the house problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, you all three are coming into this situation with all three of those same bills.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely...
And whether obviously you aren't with the car payment, but...
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, her car note is her problem.
Yeah, and that's what, when Lexi was complaining about Jen and all them, I was like, their car note's not your problem. The fact that they can't afford rent and car note, that's their own damn fault.
Yeah.
Well, and like my thing is I'm like, me and April don't make that much different money-wise. Like, she
spends a lot of money in gas.
Yeah. And then, obviously, whatever her extracurriculars are that I obviously don't do. But, like, I have $2,000 just sitting in my
Well, I can tell you where most of hers goes.
Sitting in my lockbox. So not only am I able to pay my bills, have a little extra to do whatever I want with every month, I'm also putting aside at least $300.
Hers is going to cigarettes.
Every month.
Gas.
And alcohol. But, like, that's my thing. Is like, I have...
And then aren't they all about to go out and get tattoos or some shit? Her, Haley,
I guess.
Crystal. She's talking about going on a cruise.
Yeah, they're
about to go to Louisiana.
Yeah, the New Orleans trip.
I thought April wasn't going.
Haley's not going.
Yeah, Haley's not going. She couldn't get off, apparently.
I don't believe that. I don't think she had the money to be able to go. Which is not shocking. I don't understand how mom's only using the $1,000 that the Thornton gave her to go. But
she's cashed in everything.
Well, yeah, I know that. But, like, you best believe it come around that time for that vacation and she goes, oh, well, no, I'm not. Because on top of that, I pay for the Hulu so that she has TV other than just what's on the internet.
Well, Witchmajig plays Netflix. I just pulled those right there.
But, like,
But here's the other thing.
I'm not taking on any more bills.
Like, everybody in that bitch using... Shit, you better than me. Everybody in that motherfucker using internet. Everybody in that bitch using... Yeah, nah, you had me fucked up with somebody else.
We told my mom and April they were going to need to get the electric bill
into a
budget plan because it skyrockets in the summer and nobody wanted to listen. Boy, it turned around summertime.
It hit that $350 for 1 month, and April went, ooh, I can't manage that. And I'm like, I told you all that you needed to get it on a budget plan. I was like, we even paid it down to get it to zero so that it could go on the budget plan because that was the only stipulation they had. And you all looked at me like I was a peasant. So, miss me on this. I'm like, I'm not touching the electricity. And let me tell you, if I come home and the electricity isn't on, someone is getting rocked because I'm over it. I'm like, I pay too much into this house a month to have to deal with you not being able to pay one electricity bill.
And if you know that you can't pay it all in one stipulation, then I guess you're going to have to start setting money aside.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, you too grown to not be grown.
Who's y'all? I don't do not.
Yeah,
I was about to say, Leanne lives on her own, and the only people that are freeloading in my house who are about to start getting jobs because they wasting too much wet food is Mobius and Loki.
But no,
I was like, why I keep joking? Oh, you make enough yet? I told her about my raise. She was like, oh, you make enough for me to not work? No, I do not.
like, I'm waiting for when,
As long
like,
as there's still payment due on that car? No, I do not.
I got told I'm getting a raise. I don't. She said it's small, but it's something, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'll be goddamn.
I can't do it. I don't.
that
think I can
bonus
do it.
check was like $55.
You should have got to put it in your regular check because it would have taxed it less.
I know.
It knocks something over.
Probably the broom.
And it's gonna keep hitting it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
There was a picture I saw on Facebook where
We done.
it was sitting on an edge, and it in the app
Are you
it
gonna-
said your Roomba is sitting on the edge of a cliff, and it was literally just like a lip into the next room. They're like, this is a little dramatic.
So, that's it for
Tonight.
We're going to sort. I don't know if we're going to sort all of it. But sort the sets out, or what we can out of the sets. And we'll probably be able to put our books together tonight. So then tomorrow we should be able to start with showing you the books and coming up with
Here.
what we need. If you heard me earlier, I think I'm down to like 10 or 11 or 11 or 12.
I have no idea.
And that's just a rough estimate. Right now we have 2 more boxes out of the first case we each had. We have another case we can get into if we need to, but we'll see. Not scalpers or anything. We just, if we can save it and not open it for now, then we save it and not open it for now. It may end up being one of those things that if we get further into making these videos and stuff like that, that later on down the road we can sell the packs to people. But we'll see. We're not there yet.
We ain't got enough time in our schedules. Let him know.
I do not. I have Thursdays and Fridays off, and
He's booked.
they get booked very quick. I'm running a website, managing Facebook pages, a bunch of events coming up. I'm the camera guy, so we shall figure it out.
That's all.
But that is all. We will catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks for anybody that stayed and watched. So it says we have 1 viewer on each. So appreciate you for watching. And stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to try to go live around lunchtime tomorrow. See y'all.